Hello Channel NITT viewers, I am DS, your psychologist, and welcome to another episode on Channel NITT. So, the mark of a true ENTJ is that the ENTJ does not like to follow convention. So, being an ENTJ, when I'm doing my YouTube, I always try to do something that's very different. So many of the videos that we do, you cannot find anywhere else, including today's one. So what we're going to talk about, so in our previous episode, we talked about how TE is important because it helps the TE user exercise critical thinking. So I found something that maybe ENTJs are going to be much better at compared to other MBTI types. And that is to be able to find multiple meanings in a particular sentence. And I'm not talking about puns, I'm talking about ambiguous sentences. So take this sentence for example, I am going to talk about sex with Max. So there are two possible ways to interpret this sentence. First, it is possible to think of you are going to talk about a topic, and this topic is sex with Max. So to illustrate the meaning of this sentence, we're going to put brackets in the sentence so that you can understand how to look at this sentence to get that meaning. So the second way you can interpret this sentence is that you are going to talk about sex. With whom? With Max, of course. So Max is a person that you're going to have a conversation with. So for this sentence, the brackets appear over here. In psychology, there is a name for this technical process of us putting brackets into a sentence so as to make sense of the sentence, and this is called parsing. So when you parse a sentence at the correct place, then you will get one particular meaning of that sentence. So as an ENTJ, whenever I encounter an ambiguous sentence, sometimes I realize that I can find the two meanings or the three meanings of a sentence almost at the same time. So I think the TE and NI combination really helps the ENTJ to be able to oversee a particular sentence and get its meaning, multiple meanings all at once. And I wonder whether the INTJs can do that too. So if you are an INTJ viewer, would you mind sharing with me? Are you fast with trying to interpret an ambiguous sentence? So if you look at ambiguous sentences, one of the more common ones that you can find on the internet would be this. I saw the man with my binoculars. So one way to look at it is, you saw the man who is holding onto your binoculars. Another way to look at it is that you saw a man using your own binoculars. So I'm going to do a test now. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to put an ambiguous sentence next. So viewers, if you look at the sentence, let's see whether you are able to find the two separate meanings in that simple sentence. There will be 5 seconds. I hope that you'll be able to find the second meaning within the 5 seconds. Here you go. I think some people may not be able to find the second meaning easily because the second meaning actually doesn't make sense. However, it is possible under various contexts that the second meaning can make sense. An ambiguous sentence do not only appear in the English language, it can appear in any other language. So take for example, we use a very simple Chinese sentence, 这条河很难过. It could mean that this river is very difficult to cross. It could also mean that this river is sad. It's very sad. But how can the river be very sad? Why not if this is a folk tale? Everything can be personified, why not the river? So the river can be very sad. So under various contexts, a second meaning may be valid. So if there are such things called time flies, then why can't they like an arrow? So viewers, at least in this episode, you learn one simple psychological principle, and that is called parsing. Depending on where you parse a sentence, you will have different interpretations of the sentence. And my claim here is that an ENTJ or even an INTJ are likely to be MBTI types that will be able to find multiple meanings very fast. So viewers, if you have found this episode interesting, do give us a like. If you have not subscribed, do consider subscribing so that we can bring you more psychology, ENTJ and fun stuff. Okay, I'm going to sign off now and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye bye.